Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I am on location today. I am at my parents' house here. I'm in my mom's sewing room slash laundry room. So thank you guys for joining me. So we're gonna continue on the stitching Hedgie uh, this bag tonight. I brought it along, packed it up. I think it is a good travel project. So I'm going to continue on this tonight. So thank you guys so much again for joining me here. Hopefully, I'm only on YouTube here tonight. So hopefully some of the Facebook people come over here. Usually I'm on YouTube and Facebook. Let me know if you guys can hear me or not. I am using a different setup than I usually do. So thank you guys for bearing with me here tonight. So, all right, I'm going to flip you around and we'll get going right away. So, I do have this still available, this little drawstring backpack. It is pre-printed and it comes with all of the floss and a needle and hoop, all the instructions, all ready for you. So that is still available. And it is in the link below or at penguinandfish.com. Okay, sounds good. Thanks, Sue. Thanks, Rebecca, for letting me know. Thanks, Pamela. Great, perfect. Wasn't sure. Haven't done a YouTube live like this before. So, all right, I'm gonna flip you around. I think if I can figure, okay, if I can figure that out, and we'll get going here. So thank you guys again for joining me here, and welcome to my mom's craft room. She has the back is all chalkboard paint, so she can paint on there. She's got this big table, and it's on casters, so she can iron here. So she irons and folds laundry here. I'm gonna just give you a little peek. I don't know if she'll like me doing this, but I'm doing it anyway. So over this way so on the table I'm at is her sewing machine, and she's got a computer over there and some stuff on the side. And then over here, all the washers and dryers and that sort of thing. So it's an awesome little room. I love the chalkboard behind. I think it's just super fun. And again, this is on casters, which is amazing. You can roll that around everywhere. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to flip you for real now. All right, and here's the pretty view out the window. We got a hummingbird literally just came here about 2 minutes ago. Oh, we got the Audubon book here, so we can see what all the birds are outside. But anyway, so here we are tonight, you guys, working on the little Hedgie hedge again. Okay, I think we're good to go here. Okay, let's get this guy in the hoop. Oh, I just put the needle here. So I traveled with this today, and I just put it in the same bag. I just stuck it all back in the plastic bag and then threw a scissors in there, and that just worked perfect for traveling. No problem at all. I actually just saw a deer out the window here too, a little farther away, so that was kind of exciting. So all sorts of animals out the window here. All right, so I'm framing up this top part, and you guys, I think we're just going to continue with these flowers. We're kind of working our way from bottom to top. So I don't know, maybe we'll do more of the green. You know, we kind of have half a flower done here. That'd be kind of good to finish. All right, so I am putting the hoop over some stitching, so I am going to just open this up a little bit wider and just be careful that I don't kind of totally distort things. I think we'll be fine. All right, I'm doing that sewing method where I go in and out in the same time. So that's having it a little looser is going to help me with that. Oh, they live in Wisconsin, so we are. Rebecca. So we are in kind of mid-Wisconsin area, and it's just always so pretty. I love it over here. I think, you guys, I think they're in the other room. I can hear myself talk over myself again. I'm like, what's that? I hear something. But yeah, no, it's so pretty. They got bird feeders around, and I just saw like a little sparrow flit into the bird feeder. But yeah, this time is just so awesome this time of year. I think I'm going to do more green first. What I like to do is these back stitches are really nice to weave in the backs of, and I'm kind of running out of them. So I'd kind of like to have this done and all of this done before I do more flowers because I like weaving in the ends there. So let's get more of this green done. I do want to actually sew that inside of the bag here yet, like a lining for the bag. That won't happen today. And next week we're starting another project. So I would like to get in, maybe next weekend we'll do a like weekend stitch along. We talked about that a little bit yesterday, but I think we should do that because I want to finish this. I mean, obviously I got this whole side to do yet. We got a little ways to go. But a hummingbird just came right up to the window here. It was just so sweet. Little baby hummingbird. Probably not a baby hummingbird, but they're little itty bitties. They have a lot of orioles here. So orioles are those really bright orange, like as orange as you can get. Those birds, kind of like a songbird shape. They always chirp at you when you get into their zone. All sorts of birds. This is definitely a nice window. Mom picked the best sewing window here where she could look out. Okay, so I'm going to weave in the ends here. Oh, you have a, Tracy says, I have a hummingbird nest in my maple tree. It is so cute. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I've ever seen a hummingbird nest. That's really exciting. Oh, Jocelyn, it is so relaxing for sure. I mean, this is where we come when we just want to chill out for a while for sure. You just have the windows open and you listen to the birds. Ugh, it's just so fun. And just watching them all flit around, it's just awesome. Oh, really? So Tracy says that hummingbird nests are mostly made out of cobwebs. Oh my gosh. I would have never known that. All right, so I just kind of messed up here. I wove in the ends here. In my head, I'm thinking, oh, we'll go up here. But I forgot about this little loop-de-loop here. But since I already wove in the ends, I think we'll just continue up this side. I won't have enough thread to do all this anyway, so I don't know. We're just going to have to come back and do that area a little bit later. Okay, the weaving, or not the weaving, the sewing method is when you go in and out in the same motion. So we're going to do these giant leaves just like that. Loop it around. These are really big single chain stitches here. Okay, putting that little anchor stitch on the other side. Then I think we'll just jump back here and we'll do some back stitches. So thank you guys again for joining me. I'm happy I was able to get on tonight. It was a long day of driving around and stuff today. But we got to watch the sunset a little and just watch the birds and chill out for a little bit. So that was super nice. I'm going to have to check out, I've been traveling all day, so I haven't been able to see all of your, like your hedgehog progress in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group. So I'll have to check on that when we're done here tonight for sure. I'm going to do this other lazy daisy stitch here. Gosh, I'm already almost out of thread. Deborah, I have seen Chad. So Chad the kitty, he came here right away. So Chad's an outside cat. I know we kind of talked about this before. So it's always a mystery what he's up to. I suppose that's with any cat. But it's not a guarantee that we'll see him, you know, if he's wandering doing his walkabout or whatever. But he did. He came out of the little grasses and stuff right away, and I think he was kind of warm. He was probably in the. It's hot here today, you guys. It's warm. We're high 80s, or we were a little bit earlier today. And you know what? It's not even the heat. It is just really muggy. It has been muggy for the past few days, at least by us in Minneapolis. And then we had a big rain last night, and then it got a little cooler today. And I think here in Wisconsin, they're probably going to get that tomorrow. So we always kind of know what's going to happen at my parents' house as far as weather goes. It's usually about just 2 days late or 1 day late on what we get. Gosh, I think I'm trying to map out where to go next. Do I go down here? I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough thread to do a whole lazy daisy, but I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. So I'm going to go up here, this route here, and hopefully I can get to that little single chain stitch or like lazy daisy stitch. But I did see Chad. So Chad is so much skinnier than he was in the winter when we were here, just because he's losing all his winter fur. So, I mean, he's shedding like crazy still, but so much smaller. Oh, Gretchen, that's fun. Gretchen says, I painted my nails today and out of the pink nail polish. My mom had to tell me today that I went off on my pink tangent yesterday on how I hated that things, for girls had to be pink or whatever, and how I panicked and asked for a pink room. And she was like, I never pushed pink on you. We were always a primary color. We always did primary colors for everything, and nope, I panicked. That's what I'm saying. I panicked, saying that I wanted my bedroom pink when I was little. I panicked, but I do like pink now. Like I like pink nail polish and everything. Oh, you painted your nails with moonshine, mayonnaise, strawberry quarantini. Holy cow! Well, that is a name, Rebecca. That is nice. Oh, that's fun. All right, I think I'm making pretty large stitches here, but again, on straightaways like this, I don't mind the large stitches. I think that's totally fine. It's just when I get to like really tight little small stitches, like, I don't know, where is even one, like around his hand there, that's when I'll do smaller stitches. But I don't mind some big ones. It doesn't matter that they're all uneven either. I mean, you can work on those. I would definitely, if you're having trouble with that, I would work on it, but meh, I think it's fine. I like it. Oh, Colette says she wanted to paint her room purple, but Mom wanted to paint it yellow. Yep, it's true. I did actually get to choose. Oh, man. Oh, she painted it yellow to match the carpet. Oh, that's funny. You know what? I think I had pink carpet. I think it was just a pink palooza in there after the walls. Yep, I'm pretty sure I remember. Oh gosh, maybe I'm just making this up now. I don't know. I thought there was pink carpet in there too, but now I can't. Now my brain's playing tricks on me. I think it was a pink carpet and a pink walls. I think it was a whole pile of pink. All right. So we ran out of green at the dumbest spot. So I have this one little bit up here and I have just this down here. So I'm going to have to, I did not map this out well. So I'm going to just finish it up because there's not that much more, but I'm going to just weave in the end here quick, do this guy, weave in the end, and then I'm going to have to come back down here and do this. I'm just checking this butterfly. I'm like, is there any green in there? But no, that has some of that light tan and blue. I think let's just do this, these flowers first, and we'll get to that butterfly. Okay. Well, I have my last 3 strands here. This should be plenty. I would like to hope to do this little part and this, although those single chain stitches do take up a lot. Oh, yep, but there are different pinks. There's a hot pink and nude pink, like what ballerinas wear. I think mine was about in the middle of that. Like, I was thinking if you took my fingernail polish and this pink flower and you mixed them together, if they were both paint and you mixed them together, I think that would have been about what it was. It was pretty bright. They've been painted since. It's actually been painted pink again, but it's really actually really, really pretty now. For some reason, it's like this like kind of rich dark pink, and it just looks really nice now. And I'm sure it was nice before too, but like I said, it was panic. Oh, you had to look up strawberry quarantini. Fun. You know what? I've been using up. I decided I'm gonna just use up this nail polish, and I'm gonna go from one nail polish. I'm gonna use it up, and then I'll switch to another nail polish. And you know what? I think this week might be the end of this nail polish. It's getting pretty goopy and hard, like empty enough that it's hard to grab with the brush, and yeah, it's just getting goopy. So this might be it for this pink, and then I'm gonna move on to another color. I had that pale pink on before this, and I ran out of that. Well, again, it just kind of got low and goopy enough that I couldn't use it anymore, really. And that's how this one's getting. So I'm gonna just gradually go through all of my old nail polishes until they're just gone, and then I'll get to choose. Then I can pick pretty colors again. So that's the plan. I don't know if I'll go through all the colors because, you know, there's some glitter in there and some other things that probably aren't normal things that I would normally wear. But I know I got some lavender or some purple in there, and I probably got some other pinks. We're gonna just work our way through. That seems like a quarantine thing to do. Just work your way through all your nail polish. That sounds like a plan. All right, back down here. Oh yes, bright pink with purple flakes and pink glitters. Is that what the strawberry quarantini is like? That's fun. All right, I think, we'll do these Lazy Daisy first. I was thinking I'll go up and do all of these back stitches, but let's do these. I keep saying Lazy Daisies, but these are more single chain stitches, and then we'll finish the couple back stitches that we have left. Hey, Anna. Hi, Dawn. Thanks, you guys, for popping in. We're only on YouTube tonight. And if you missed it, I'm on location at my parents' house. I'm in my mom's sewing room here. She's got a nice big window here right in front of me, and it's perfect. There's some bird feeders right out here, and you can just see all the, I think they're slowing down now, it's getting dark, but they were just flitting all over the place. So cute. And I got to see Chad the kitty already. It's been a nice late afternoon here. All right, I got like maybe 3, maybe 2. Let's just do this in 2. Let's get it done. We'll do just 2 kind of big stitches. I am kind of doing that stabbing method again. And this is it for the green on this side at least. All this is green yet, so I won't get to that tonight, I don't think, because we got a whole pile of stuff over here yet to deal with before I move this. Before I move the embroidery hoop. Oh, Dawn, yes. Oh, so we hadn't visited in forever because of COVID, and you know we're still a little wary because of that. In Wisconsin here, they're not caring at all about wearing masks. I mean, my parents do, but not the general public has not been wearing masks, so that's been, I don't know, a little different than by us. And well, I guess they're not totally all wearing them by us either. So I don't know. We're trying to be better or good about that. So we haven't been here in a long time. Except for like last week. We were here last week. But then John's parents are moving to the area, and they wanted us to look at a place. So that it was available to look at today. So we drove down again and thought, we'll just go the rest of the way. So we're here again this weekend, which is awesome. All right, here's my last little, there we go. Couldn't grab it. Oh, this pink looks so fun and bright. Satin Stitch or French knots. I think we're going to do a combo again. So I think maybe let's just kick out all of these. We'll just do all the pink real quick. But so Catherine was asking about Satin Stitch or French knots, and I'm guessing she's referring to, look at the flowers. So we did them 2 different ways last night. This was a Satin Stitch, so just like all, one flat bit of color. And then we did some that were French knots. So we just did, this guy, we filled in with French knots. We filled the circle in with French knots instead of the Satin Stitch. And that looks awfully cute too. I really actually like that a lot. So there's 6 flowers here. We'll probably do half and half. So I don't know. We just have to decide what's what. So maybe, I don't know, maybe this one we'll do a Satin Stitch. Or maybe French knot, satin, something like that. But we can decide that. we're going to do all these petals first, I think, just because I like all this pink. And then we can end on filling in all those circles again. So this is how I thread. So Anna was asking about the threading. So first of all, I like to, let's refocus here a little bit. Okay, first of all, I want to clip these ends. Sometimes I try and do it without clipping, but it's best to try and clip them so you have like a nice, new, fresh, sharp edge here. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to try and get some needle minders for the shop. Not needle minders, well, those as well, but like needle threaders. Those can help. But what I like doing for these, I just try and pinch it in my finger. And as I unpinch, right when I can see just like the sliver of color there, I try and get the eye of the needle above it. And as I keep unpinching, it'll keep going in the needle. So that's kind of, it takes a little bit of practice, but I think it works better than like wetting the end or anything like that. But yeah, I'm going to look for some needle threaders, although that you have to. So what a needle threader is, if you guys haven't seen one before, it is basically a very thin wire, like a thin wire loop. And so it's a bit easier to thread through the needle, this wire loop, than normal thread because it's very thin. So you still gotta thread something. So you're threading that wire through, but since it's a loop, you then stick the thread through that wire loop, and then you can pull it back through. So that's kind of how the needle threaders work. And I think there's some other new fandangled contraptions for that as well. So I'll have to dig into that a little bit more because I think that'd be a nice thing in the shop. I'm trying to source out. I know there's nothing in the shop yet for a lot of these things, but I'm trying to source out some supplies and stuff like you guys have been asking for. So, for example, I'm going to have the fabric that I typically use, and actually some newer fabric in the shop, in case you want to use some similar fabric that I have in my kits. I'm going to have floss, like embroidery floss, in the shop soon. We almost are ready to have more tea towels. I'm excited to have that tea towel, those cute tea towels back in the shop. And then like, you know, the water soluble markers and some things like that. So if there's anything for sure that you guys would kind of like, let me know. We're kind of in that time that we're trying to gather them. They take a long time to get to us, but we're going to try and get them in the shop, some of these things, as soon as we can. But I'd like to be able to, you know, have what you guys need in there. So it just makes things easier. And then maybe if I know a certain project is coming up, like if we're going to be doing like, I don't know, like, you know, another project like the Aurifil block of the month or something, then I can make sure to have, you know, different threads and stuff up there too. Or, you know, if we're deciding to do like a glow in the dark thing, I could put glow in the dark thread up in there too. So I'm hoping to get more of that stuff there. Oh, bobbin winders. Oh, interesting. I've not used a bobbin winder before, but I know a lot of people like them. Oh, they aren't getting good reviews in some shops. Oh, interesting. So I would test. I think it'd be kind of fun testing some of those things out. I mean, I for sure could use some bobbins wound for sure. Just get a bunch of them wound all at once and have them available, especially if you're working on a quilt. Ugh, that's the time to do that. Oh, I missed that last comment. Let me see if I can see. Oh, shoot. Okay, no. Oh, yeah, just winding the bobbins. Do you ever use Valdani threads? Robin, I have some. I think I have some, but like sewing machine threads. I think that's might be what I used for the Charming Chevrons quilt that we did. I think we used some for that, but I haven't used like embroidery floss or anything by them. No, but I'd be more than willing to test out different threads and stuff too, for sure. That's always kind of fun. Okay, Barbara says that the Sidewinder is the best. Oh, you've never used the sewing machine winder because you use this Sidewinder. I'll have to look into that. I could see that being a handy tool to have around, especially if you're doing a lot of quilts. I mean, you can suck through those bobbins real quick. Or if you're using a thicker thread. Like lately, I've been using that 50 weight Aurifil, and a lot of that can fit on a bobbin. But some of these other threads that I've used in the past, they must be just thicker. Dang, we go through those real quick, and that's annoying to have to wind a bobbin all the time. It is nice to have several available for sure. All right, I think this is my last feller here. And I could probably get one more, but then we're cutting it kind of close. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. So we're going to get one more here. And then we'll weave in the ends. Oh, you haven't tried Valdani, but you just bought some, Wonderfill for an Alison Glass Sashiko type project. Oh, that's cool. She has some very beautiful fabric. Yeah, all of her fabric is very saturated and bright and just gorgeous. All right, so let's, I'm doing that anchoring stitch. I'm glad I was able to get that one extra out of there. And, oop, I'm gonna lose my floss here. All right, and let's weave that in. Oh, the other amazing thing right now, you guys, is that the mosquitoes, I'm gonna jinx myself by saying this, but the mosquitoes aren't out in force yet. I mean, usually this time of year or when it gets hot like this, oh my God, the mosquitoes come out so bad that you can't even go outside. You can't enjoy yourself outside at all. But for some reason this year, they're taking their time, and we've got to enjoy a lot of outside without the mosquitoes yet. But I literally think I'm jinxing myself, and tomorrow we'll wake up with the hordes around. Oh, Sylvia says they're by her. Boo! That's a bummer. All right. Pink. Let's keep going with this pink. Okay, I have one more piece of pink cut here. I'm pretty positive I'm not going to finish all 3 of these, so we'll have to get another one. But it's nice to, we're just going to crank through the flowers. It's nice to crank through those. Ha! Yep, don't call them your state bird, exactly. I think everywhere in the Midwest calls them their state bird. Ah! Sylvia says the trick is to stand next to someone warmer than you. Then the mosquitoes won't get you. Nice. Yeah, I guess I must be the warmest one. I don't know. Oh, you wind bobbins for extra bobbins for a project just so they're available. I know to do that and I just never do, and it always kind of bites me. So I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to see. I gotta have a bunch of loose bobbins somewhere. So next time we gotta wind bobbins for one of our projects, I think I'm gonna try and do a couple at once, because yeah, that gets annoying real fast. And I know some projects, actually all of our projects that we're working on now, pretty sure we're gonna go through more than one bobbin from where we're at now. I mean, we're just kind of at the beginning of all of these quilts that we're working on, which is crazy to say. I guess we're not really at the beginning, but we're not halfway through any of them either. So there's more bobbin to be had on all of those for sure. Oops, almost forgot to loop around there. I like how bright these pinks are. The bedroom must have been this color, because this feels so, like, every time I look at it, it just feels familiar. And so I'm thinking this is probably a lot closer to the color of my room than I think. Actually, this might be closer. See, I'm thinking there was pink carpet. I think the pink carpet was closer to this color. And then the walls were a little bit lighter. Oh, Colleen says hers is done and gifted. Oh, have you posted it in the group yet? I've been driving, so I haven't checked. But I'd love to see. How fun. So I do only, for my current sewing machine, Catherine's saying I thought you only had one bobbin. For the current sewing machine, I just have one, although I think hiding around somewhere, I might have very similar ones that I think I can use. And then my normal sewing machine, the one that I'll still do quilting and stuff on, I still haven't brought it in to get fixed. So the 70s sewing machine, that one I got a whole pile of bobbins, but I think a lot of them have thread on. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do an assessment, I think. Oh, Colleen says it's pictured with their posted. Oh, awesome. I will check when we're done here. Okay, yep, definitely not gonna get all of these done with this one thread. I'm gonna jump over here. All right. Oh, well, that's a great idea, Sue. Sue says I used up my assorted leftover colored bobbins for mask making. That is a fabulous idea. Oh, I wish I would have thought about that when I was making all those masks. Who knows? Maybe we'll have to make more. So I still have. They're not listed yet, but my brother has made a whole lot more masks, and they're like great solid colors. There's even like solid black. I know that's been difficult for some people to find, but they're really nice, and they're big. I mean, they expand to be really big, so they can be used for men and stuff too. And I think, all these schools are going back. The colleges are headed back to classrooms and stuff, and I think a lot of people will be making more masks and wearing more masks again. So I'll make sure to get those listed in the shop soon if you guys are wanting more masks. And we do have more of that filter fabric too, and we'll list that with them as well. I think I might make it so each mask comes with a filter already, so we'll see how it goes. But if you guys have been looking for a mask,
We'll have some more up soon. All right, I'm getting low on thread here. I think we can do one more. I think I'm gonna actually jump over and do this one because it's close to this green seam, and that's what I want to weave in the threads of, weave in the back of the threads. Okay, loop that around there. There we are. What material are the masks made with? So our masks are made with like super high quality quilting weight fabric. So it's like better quality than like fabric that you'd get from, Walmart, for example, or from Joann's even. And it's organic too. It just so happens that it's organic. I gave my brother all of my solid fabric, and the solid fabrics that I had, they were all organic fabric. So it's the similar fabric to what I'm doing that teal from the my Granny Squares quilt. So it's from that same thing. It's not teal, but there's I think 5 other colors that I gave him, but it's all, so they're like organic, high quality organic quilting weight cotton, and then they have the filter, and the filter is that filty filter. So you can go to filty, oops, I didn't cut all of them, filty.com, and they have that filter fabric. I think they actually manufacture, I think they're in the US. They manufacture filters for your house, and I think they do that with this fabric, but since COVID started, they started just selling their fabric outright, but it's supposed to be as good as like N95 masks, the what they can filter. So I don't know. That's what I have those. I have a piece of that in my mask, and they're washable. So I just put them. I just actually keep it in the mask, and I wash the whole thing. And if it comes out, I just stick it back in. But yeah, so that's kind of in my head what I'm relying on, is that there's this filty filter in the mask. So I think, yeah, and the paper ones you can't really reuse. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, these fabric ones and the filty are washable. Yeah, and yes, so it's not a knit material, Pamela. It's like a quilting weight cotton, but like woven tightly, like a nice quilting weight cotton. I mean, I wore mine all day today when we went to look at that place with John and his parents. So I wore mine all day when we were there. And I mean, it is summer and it's humid. So it's still, it's not like it's enjoyable to wear a mask, but I comfortably wore mine the whole time. So, it is what it is, I guess. It's the world we live in now, I suppose. Oh, Sue said she bought high quality batik fabric for her mask. So yeah, batik fabric is another fabric that is very tightly woven, typically. It is all about kind of the quality of fabric, is kind of what I've read a little bit. Like sometimes like a cheaper fabric isn't always the best. It's this high quality quilting weight fabric. But yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. All of it. It's crazy. And not everyone's wearing masks and everything, but I don't want any form of, even if it's just protecting me from the flu or just protecting me from a freaking cold, I would rather not have that cold. I got stuff to do, and I don't, to be put out by something, even for an afternoon, like if I'm just not, like even if it just makes me a little tired, right? Let's say I don't get it bad and I just get a little tired and a little cough or something. I mean, a day out of it is a day too much, I think. Oh, you wore yours to the eye doctor the other day? Yep. Yep. So we've been trying to wear them, and we've just been basically not going out so much. Like this coming to my parents' house, this is the most out we've been. And just looking at that place with John's parents, that for sure was the most interaction I've had since all this. So I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. Yep, Sue, that's the theory, and that's the theory I'm going with. That it helps stop the spread. I mean, the theory is that the wearer can still get sick, right? But if they're sick, it helps stop. So if everyone's kind of wearing it, then everyone's protecting everyone else. So I don't know. That's why it's tough around here. There hasn't been that many people wearing them. So I don't know. We're just trying to do our best to stay away, and all I know is I do not want to get sick of any sort of sick. So if they help with that, then that's good. And I for sure don't want to get anyone else sick, but that includes me. I do not want to get sick. Sometimes it's about me, right? I don't want to get sick. Definitely don't want to get anyone else sick, though, for sure. My brother got a test the other day, and it was negative, so that's good. But I think he's the first one in our family to actually get a COVID test. Yep, I'm with you, Barbara. I'm with you. And let's say the whole thing is a hoax. I don't know that. I'm going on the safe than story. For sure. Gosh, I'm going to run out of thread again. I'm not even going to be able to get this one done. Sheesh. I'm telling you, this sucks up the... Gosh, should I even bother doing this one? It sucks up the floss, these lazy daisies. But I do have one more cut, so that's good. So one more, and then we will have all of these little pretty pink lazy daisies left here. Oh, here in Illinois, it's been mandatory in most places. Well, that's good to know. All right, let's weave in the ends here. Gretchen says, it's not a hoax. I've seen poor folks who are sick. It's horrible. Ugh. So you've seen, yeah. I mean, yeah. Ugh. I'd rather not risk it. And frankly, maybe this should have been a thing a long time ago. Other countries wear masks when they don't want to get anyone else sick or when they don't want to get sick. And that would probably help with flu every year and all that other stuff too, So if this helps make it a little bit more common, maybe that's a good thing. All right. Last up here. Agreed, Gretchen. Totally agreed. It's interesting. So I'm from, I'm in the Minneapolis area with still not a lot of people wearing masks. However, I do see them, right? And at like Menards, for example, it's required. I think to go to Menards, you have to. So that's actually the most masks I've seen. But yeah, a lot of people going into stores, I've seen masks, but not all. Maybe like, we've done a grocery store pickup. Maybe about 40% of the people walking in had masks on. But coming over here to Wisconsin, it's a great big 99.9% people are not wearing masks. So that was it feels a little bit different. So I thought they weren't wearing a lot of masks by us, but it feels like even a lot less so here. You can actually make your own hand sanitizer. So hand sanitizer is aloe and what is it, like rubbing alcohol or what is that? What is that alcohol stuff that you can get? Like peroxide, but not peroxide. Yeah, like a rubbing alcohol or whatever. So it's like to have it be medical grade-ish, that range, it has to be 60% or more of the alcohol. And then the rest is aloe. The rest is, you can get like an aloe gel or something. So you just put that in, and then you can still actually put different scents and all that in too. Isopropyl alcohol. Yep, there we go. Okay, isopropyl alcohol. So it's a medical grade or like, effective grade or whatever. It starts at 60%, but I've seen, them at, 70% as well. But to have them, legally be called hand sanitizers, then it's the 60%. But yep, just aloe gel. I think that's all it really is, Gretchen. It's aloe and that isopropyl alcohol. At the basic, that's it. And then, like what Pamela says, you can put your own essential oils in it and stuff too. You can totally scent it. You can color it. You can, so you could put some, I don't know what you'd color it with. I guess, I don't know, would food coloring doing it? I don't know. I have some friends who make this stuff. So yep, you can put essential oils in, you can put, a colorant in, and it can be just pretty and smell good. But yeah, it's literally 60. I'd start with 60% of the isopropyl alcohol, and then the rest with the aloe. That is it. Easy peasy. All right, those are our flowers. Oh gosh, I love them. They're cute. All right, let's weave in those ends. How are we doing here? Oh, we got 15 minutes or so here yet. Good. So we'll start filling in all these the centers of the flowers again. Now we got to decide what's going to be a French knots and what's going to be the satin stitch. Oh, see, Sylvia, that's a great idea. Have it, when there's no water available, have a little mixture of that. I mean, you can just have it in your bag and stuff too. So this is a great idea, you guys. So I have a friend who makes soap, and I think she was going to start selling these, but if you can make soap, gosh, you could even buy a bar of soap and do this, but do this. Buy a bar of soap and chop it up into little squares. So you have like these itty bitty 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 tiny squares of soap, right? Then put some of those in a little baggie in your and then throw that in your purse or whatever. Just a tiny baggie with some of these tiny squares of soap in. And then you'll have your own soap wherever you go. So if you go to like a restroom somewhere, and bulk soap at like a restaurant or restrooms are horrible, right? It's always like the worst soap ever. But if you have like one of those tiny little squares of the soap that you have at home that you like a bar soap, then you'll always have soap in the if you're not at home, like nice soap. And I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Have a little baggie or a little jar or something, a little container of these little chopped up soap bits. Or for like little kids or something, to wash their hands, like use up that whole soap chunk or something. But I thought that was a good idea. She actually has a mold. So she has a mold of like little gummy bears. So like a gummy bears mold. So she actually pours the soap when she's making soap. She pours it into these little gummy bear things. So she actually has a jar of gummy bears, but it's soap. It's not gummy bears. But then you just take a gummy bear and you have it when you're traveling and stuff. I just think that's clever. Haven't put that into practice yet. I guess I haven't really gone anywhere. I mean, you know, I've gone to the warehouse and back, and that's kind of it. So I haven't had to use any public restrooms lately. Okay, well, I wove in the ends, but I haven't decided what I'm doing here yet. So let's see. I have satin stitch, knot. I think maybe let's do another satin stitch. Let's do like satin, I don't know, maybe satin, knot, and we'll do that. All right, so I'm gonna come up. Let's go on one side of this. So last time I kind of came up in the middle, but this time I'm gonna come on one side and we'll go all the way over from one side to the other. All right, so this is the satin stitch one. So I'm just starting, I'm thinking I'm starting on one side and I'm gonna work my way to the other side and I'm gonna go in the direction that my needle is here. You can go any direction you want, really. I just decided, you know, vertical here. So I'm starting on one edge as far over as I can get, and I'm gonna just make stitches that are vertical all the way to the other side here. So I'm just going like a thread or two of the fabric. And if they get kind of far apart, like if I don't like how far apart the stitches are, then I'll just go really close on the next one and it'll kind of push it over. Can you do satin in the middle? Oh, and a ring of French knots around. Oh, that would be cute. Why don't I do that on like this one here? Because then I'll go a little further in. Like right now I'm trying to get on the outer edge of the black line just so it can cover it up, but maybe for the next one I'll do it on just kind of on the inside of that line, and then we'll do like a couple French knots in the middle. I think that's probably what we'll be able to get done tonight then. But I do want to continue this. I'm thinking, like I said, I would like to get in like a weekend stitching time of this. So I will, when I get home, I'll plan that out. But it would definitely be nice. I'd like to finish this, and I would like to do that lining in here yet as well. Because I think that's what's going to make this a really usable bag, you know. Then all of your back stitches will be protected and all that. All right, I'm going to just get up to this next one, but I'm going to just kind of travel in the backs of the stitches to get there. Oh, that's a good idea, carrying a small glass spray bottle with the 70% isopropyl. So now, some of that aloe that you can put in is more liquid, so you actually can still use like a spray bottle. It doesn't have to be like a goo, it doesn't have to be like a liquid lotion. Sometimes you can just have it still in spray form and have that aloe in too. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting, all the different types of those that are coming out now, right? All right, so I'm going to go kind of on the inside, I think, of this now. So I'm doing the satin stitch again, but we'll throw some French knots on the outside. I think that's a cute idea. So we'll just go all the way around. It's actually probably going to fill in this entire space because the French knots are kind of big. So we'll just do a little bit of satin stitch on the inside here. I think maybe two more. This one and the next one, and then we'll come up and do some French knots around it. I think that'll be pretty cute. Okay, so I'm just gonna come up on, I guess, right here. All right, so I'm gonna lay it on the surface here. It's always easier to do French knots when you have a surface to do them on. A little awkward here, but I think I got it. Oh, someone was making a pocket cover. Not quite sure what that means. Like a lining with a pocket in, because that's a good idea. Maybe we should add that to the lining. Oh, I like that idea. Yeah, so I'm hoping that Oh, this is gonna be cute. It's gonna totally fill in this space, but I think it's gonna be cute. Organizing your floss is a task you need to tackle. Gretchen, that's a task that feels really good when it's done. Have all your colors all where you want them, and it's fun. I think this is going to be pretty cute. Takes a lot of French knots to go all the way around here, though. Oh, you found it easier just to use the alcohol, and then you can spray it and then just refill as needed. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's a great idea. Yeah, we have a friend that makes it, and you can buy it by the gallon and stuff. I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna buy a gallon from him. And I think it's kind of more liquidy, so you can actually put it in a spray bottle and spray it. I'm gonna have to look into that. That's on my to-do list that just hasn't happened yet. Ooh, you bought a bobbin winder for your floss box and it works great. Oh, that's cool, Sue. I don't have any of those fun tools. Oh, Colleen says that was me. I was gonna make a pocket to cover the embroidery. Oh, but it was too hot to use the iron. Oh, I didn't finish my knot here. I don't know what I'm doing here right now. Weird. Okay, so my French knot got super weird here. I think I just skipped a step or something. Oh, I know what I did. I came up through the same hole for my next French knot. I'm like, why did this knot come out? I came up for the next French knot out of the same place. Well, that would do it. I'm like, why is my knot hanging out here? All right, I think I'm going to do one more after this. Oh, it's sweet. I love all the different combos you can do with these. That's fun. All right, this will be the last little knot here. There we go. Let's see if I can shape them a little bit more around there. Yeah, that's kind of fun. So here's our different centers. So we have just the plain satin stitch. Then we got all French knots. And then we got this one that has the satin stitch with the French knots around it. I think that's kind of fun. That's like a little crown around there. That's cute. Okay, I like all of them. All right, I'm gonna weave in the ends, and I think we're gonna call it there for the night. I'm happy we got a little bit farther tonight. This is just a little less we'll have to do later. Some of these bigger embroideries have been taking us longer than the week. We'll have to do a smaller one again soon, but they are fun. Let's just see where we're at. Oh, that looks like we have a lot done. Oh, that really added to it a lot. All that pink. And again, just this yellow, that's popping out of there too. Oh, I should have done that French knot while I was at it. Oh well. So I gotta do these, fill in those with yellow, get all these French knots done. Oh, we got that guy to do. And then we got all this whole half to do over here. So there's a bit. Oh, John is not stitching a Hedgie, but I think this is one that he would like to do. I probably will have extras of these. So I actually do still have these available. I know by this time I'm usually out of the bundles, but I do have the bundles still available. And it comes with like this with the instructions and everything. And the needle and all the floss and stuff too, and the hoop. So if you are interested in these, I do still have them available, and they'll just be available till the end of the month, which is crazy. It's coming up. Can't believe it's going to be July already, you guys. But there we go. And then it comes like this nice little backpack, one of those cute little like backpack deals. But yeah, I would like to keep working on this. Not this weekend, obviously, but next weekend, I think I'd like to do that. Do like a long, like Saturday stitch along or something. I don't know times or anything yet. I'll look into that and I'll let you guys know. I'll send an email out. But I would like to finish this, and then I would also like to sew a lining into here. And now I want to sew a lining with a pocket. That sounds like fun. And then this can be just like a travel bag, another craft bag. Like I could throw my next embroidery project in here to work on. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to flip you around, and we'll call it an evening here. Let's see if I can figure out how to do that. All right, there we are. Hello. So we're back in Mom's craft room. I still really love this, the chalkboard behind here, but here we go. We are getting there, you guys. Almost done. Ugh, it's looking cute. I love that pink. So thank you guys again. I'm happy I was able to get this working tonight, and thanks for popping over from Facebook. I know we're only on YouTube tonight, and I will get. I was gonna say I will get this uploaded, but that automatically happens now. So thank you guys again. I will be back in town on Monday and be shipping off your bundles if you still want a bundle. So thank you guys again. Have a fabulous weekend. I will say hi to Chad for all of y'all, and I'll see you Monday. Have a nice weekend. Good night.